Have you ever wondered what would happen if Alan Parrish never got sucked into the magical world of Jumanji? Well, buckle up because we're about to take a wild ride through an alternate timeline where Alan's fate takes a completely different turn. The fateful day. It's 1969 in Brantford, New Hampshire. Young Alan Parrish is running through the streets, his heart pounding as he tries to escape from bullies. Suddenly, he hears something strange, a faint drumming sound coming from his father's shoe factory. Intrigued, Alan follows the sound inside. In the factory, Alan notices the drumming seems to be coming from one of the walls. Curious, he approaches and starts scratching at the old plaster. As it crumbles away, he uncovers something unexpected, a wooden box embedded in the wall. The drumming grows louder as Alan works to free the box from its hidden resting place. Finally pulling the box free, Alan wipes away years of dust to reveal intricate carvings and the name Jumanji written in exotic letters. The box looks ancient and mysterious. Excited but nervous about his strange discovery, Alan decides to take the game home, unaware that this simple act is about to change his life forever. As he leaves the factory with the wooden box tucked under his arm, the drums fall silent, but a sense of anticipation hangs in the air. They play the game. Later that day, Alan's friend Sarah comes over, curious about his discovery. They open the box to find a beautiful board game inside, with a path winding through a lush jungle scene. The game pieces are intricately carved animals, and there's a pair of dice that seem to glow with an inner light. Excited, they start to play. Alan rolls first, and to their amazement, his piece moves on its own. A message appears on the board. At night they fly, you better run. These winged things are not much fun. Suddenly, they hear a fluttering sound, and a swarm of bats burst out of the fireplace. Panicked but determined, they continue playing. With each roll, new dangers emerge. Monkeys ransack the house, a lion appears in the bedroom, and vines start growing through the walls. The kids are terrified but realize they have to finish the game to make it all stop. As they near the center of the board, things get even wilder. A monsoon floods the house, and they have to dodge poisonous plants and quicksand right in Alan's living room. Finally, after hours of chaotic gameplay, Alan reaches the center and shouts Jumanji. In an instant, everything vanishes. The floodwaters recede, the animals disappear, and the house returns to normal. Alan and Sarah sit in stunned silence, surrounded by the remnants of their unbelievable adventure. A vow of secrecy. Shaken by their experience and realizing the true power and danger of the game, Alan and Sarah make a pact. They agree to never speak of what happened and to make sure no one else ever plays Jumanji. They know the game is too dangerous to risk anyone else discovering its power. Together, they take the game deep into the woods behind Alan's house. They dig a hole and carefully place Jumanji inside, wrapping it in old cloth to protect it from the elements. As they shovel dirt over the game, they feel a mix of relief and sadness, knowing they're bearing not just a board game, but the most incredible adventure of their lives. With the last shovelful of dirt in place, they make a solemn promise to each other. They will never reveal the location of the game, no matter what. As they walk back home, they feel changed, bonded by their shared secret and the knowledge that they protected the world from Jumanji's chaos. A different path. So, Alan doesn't get trapped in Jumanji. He doesn't spend 26 years learning to survive in a dangerous jungle. Instead, he stays right there in Brantford with his family and friends. This one wild afternoon changes everything. Let's explore how Alan's life and the lives of everyone around him are totally different in this new timeline. Growing up in Brantford, without the trauma of being lost in Jumanji, Alan's childhood takes a whole new direction. He and his dad work on their relationship, bonding over fishing trips and the family shoe business. Alan starts to see how creative and cool shoe design can be. It's like art you can wear on your feet. Sarah and Alan become inseparable friends. They're the only two people who know about their incredible Jumanji adventure. As they grow up, they face normal teenage challenges together. First crushes, school dances, and dealing with bullies. But they always have each other's backs, strengthened by their shared secret, the Parrish Shoe Factory. In this timeline, the Parrish Shoe Factory stays open and thrives. Alan, inspired by his wild Jumanji experience, brings fresh ideas to the family business. He designs innovative shoes that become hugely popular. The factory expands, hiring more people from Brantford. The town starts to flourish, all because Alan stayed to help run the family business. No Hunter von Pelt. Unlike in the original story, Alan never has to face the terrifying Hunter Van Pelt in a decades-long jungle chase. Instead, he faces different kinds of challenges in his everyday life. He learns to stand up to bullies at school and finds the courage to try new things. Each small act of bravery helps Alan grow into a confident, kind-hearted person. The impact on Judy and Peter. In this new timeline, Judy and Peter's lives are completely different. Their parents never have the accident that orphaned them in the original story. They grow up in a loving family, never moving to Brantford or encountering Jumanji. Their lives are happier, but they miss out on the incredible adventure and friendships they would have found. Alan's future. With his childhood intact, Alan's future is wide open. Maybe he turns Parrish shoes into a global brand. Or perhaps he becomes a game designer himself, creating fun but much safer board games for kids. Whatever path he chooses, Alan approaches life with courage and curiosity, always remembering the incredible adventure he shared with Sarah. Sarah's story. Sarah's experience with Jumanji's magic sparks a lifelong interest in the unknown. She becomes a brilliant scientist, studying physics and searching for evidence of other dimensions. In her free time, she mentors kids, encouraging them to explore the world while teaching them to be cautious and wise. The town of Brantford. Brantford becomes a bustling, happy community. The success of Parrish shoes brings new businesses to town. There are cool cafes, fun shops, and even a shoe museum, Alan's idea, of course. It's known as a great place to raise a family, with good schools and a strong sense of community. Unlike in the movie, Brantford never experiences the chaos of Jumanji Unleashed. The town grows and thrives normally with the Parrish shoe factory at its heart. Alan and Sarah sometimes exchange knowing glances when they hear local kids complain about how boring the town is. If only they knew what excitement had once been buried in those woods. What we learn. This alternate Jumanji story teaches us some amazing lessons. It shows how one small moment can change everything. It reminds us that there's magic and mystery in the world, even if we don't always see it. And it teaches us about the power of our choices and the importance of taking responsibility for our action. It also shows us that sometimes the greatest adventures are the ones we keep to ourselves. Alan and Sarah's secret experience shapes their lives in profound ways, even if the rest of the world never knows about it. So, what do you think? Was it better for Alan and Sarah to play through the entire game and then hide it away? Or would the original movie's version, with Alan trapped for 26 years, make for a more exciting story? There's no right answer, but it sure is fun to imagine the possibilities. Remember, every day is full of possibilities. You never know when you might stumble upon your own adventure, so be brave, be kind. And keep your eyes open for the magic that might be hiding just around the corner. Thanks for joining me on this wild journey through an alternate Jumanji universe. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun explorations of your favorite movies and stories. And hey, if you ever find a mysterious board game in the woods, maybe leave it buried, just to be safe.